What if I told you the secret to outsmarting modern stress isn't a brand new app, the latest productivity hack, or even that oat milk latte you grab on the way to work, but wisdom that's over 2,000 years old? Imagine having a mental toolbox designed by ancient philosophers that helps you handle anxiety, relationships, even your endless to-do list. Sounds almost unreal, right? Stick around, because today we're uncovering forgotten psychology tricks from the ancients that are shockingly relevant to our modern lives. We live in a world that feels like it's always running at double speed. Emails piling up, news alerts popping every 5 minutes, social media screaming for attention, and let's not forget the constant pressure to do more, be more, post more. But here's the twist. While we're drowning in this ocean of information, ancient cultures, from Greece to India to China, were obsessed with something we've almost forgotten: how to master the mind. These people didn't have iPhones, Starbucks, or TikTok trends to chase. Yet they faced the same human struggles: fear, uncertainty, desire, jealousy, stress. And what they left behind are timeless strategies, not vague quotes to slap on Instagram, but practical frameworks for living with more calm, clarity, and strength. So in this video, we'll explore 3 of the most powerful schools of thought: Stoicism from ancient Rome, Buddhism from the East, and Daoism from China. Each one holds simple, powerful psychology tricks that can make life today, yes, in 2025, a whole lot easier. Stoicism, your inner fortress against chaos. Let's start with the Stoics. Picture Rome 2,000 years ago. Emperors, gladiators, political drama, wars. Life was chaotic, and yet philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus were teaching people how to stay calm no matter what. Their big idea? The dichotomy of control. Simply put, there are things you can control, and things you can't. Worry only about what you can control. Sounds basic, but think about it. You can't control what someone posts about you online, but you can control how you react to it. You can't control whether your boss is in a bad mood during your job interview. But you can control how prepared you are and how you present yourself. You can't control global events, wars, inflation, pandemics, but you can control the way you show up for your family, your work, your health. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Isn't that what happens when you scroll Instagram at midnight, comparing your life to someone else's beach vacation? Here's a practical Stoic exercise you can try tonight. Grab a notebook, draw 2 columns. On the left, write things I control. On the right, things I don't. List out whatever's stressing you. Once it's on paper, focus only on the left column. That's your power zone. Everything else? Let it go. Do this for a week and watch how your anxiety starts to shrink. It's like building an inner fortress, one where negativity just bounces off the walls. Buddhism and mindfulness, rewiring your brain for presence. Next stop, Buddhism. Now don't worry, this isn't about religion. It's about the psychology of mindfulness. One of Buddhism's biggest lessons is the idea of non-attachment. That doesn't mean you stop caring or become a robot. It means you stop clinging so tightly to things that don't last. Whether it's the latest iPhone, likes on Instagram, or the craving for that triple cheeseburger you swore you wouldn't eat. Modern science now backs this up. When we're constantly chasing more, our brains get stuck in a loop of dissatisfaction. But non-attachment breaks the cycle. Thich Nhat Hanh, a modern Buddhist teacher, suggested something so simple it's almost funny. When you drink a cup of coffee, just drink the coffee. Don't scroll Twitter, don't answer emails, just notice the warmth, the taste, the smell. Here's a mini exercise you can do right now. Ready? Take a deep breath in, hold it, and let it out slowly. Now, notice just one thing around you. Maybe the sound of traffic outside or the way your chair feels. That's mindfulness. No app needed. Studies show mindfulness literally rewires your brain for focus and calm. Imagine bringing that kind of presence into a crazy work meeting. or into family dinner when everyone's arguing about where to order food from. By the way, the correct answer is tacos. Always tacos. So, next time you feel overwhelmed, pause. Take 3 slow breaths. Anchor yourself. It's ancient psychology, but it feels like superpower mode in 2025. Daoism, the art of effortless living. Now let's talk Daoism, born in ancient China with the teachings of Laozi. The key idea here is Wu Wei, which translates to effortless action. Sounds lazy, right? But it's actually brilliant. Wu Wei means working with the flow of life instead of constantly forcing things. Think about it. How many times have you sat staring at a blank Word doc, trying to force creativity, or pushed so hard at a relationship that it actually made things worse? Taoists would say, step back, stop forcing, let things align naturally. That's when the flow state happens, the same state athletes describe when everything feels effortless, or when you're writing, painting, even cooking, and hours just fly by. Here's how you can apply it. If you're stuck on a project, take a walk instead of banging your head against the laptop. If a conversation with someone keeps going in circles, pause, listen, and let silence do the work. If technology keeps changing faster than you can learn it, embrace flexibility instead of fighting it. Daoism is especially powerful in today's tech-driven world, where the only constant is change. When you learn to surf the wave instead of battling it, you save energy, and ironically, you get more done. So here's the surprising truth. These ancient philosophies weren't just about temples, scrolls, or dusty old libraries. They were psychological survival guides. Stoicism gives us resilience. Buddhism gives us presence. Daoism gives us ease. And together, they create a toolkit more powerful than any modern self-help fad. Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow. Instead of doom-scrolling Twitter, you journal like a stoic. Instead of rushing through breakfast, you practice mindful eating like a Buddhist. And instead of forcing your day into a rigid checklist, you flow through it with Wu Wei like a Taoist. That's not just ancient wisdom. That's a modern life upgrade. So let's recap quickly. The Stoics teach us to control what we can and let go of the rest. Buddhism shows us how to stay present and stop clinging to things that don't matter. Daoism reminds us that sometimes the best action is effortless action. And all of these can fit right into your life today without a time machine. Now here is my challenge for you. Pick one of these ancient tricks and try it for the next 7 days. Maybe journaling like a stoic. Maybe 3 mindful breaths before you open TikTok. Maybe practicing Wu Wei when you're stuck at work. Then, come back and let me know in the comments. Which one did you try and what happened? If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you love learning about psychology, relationships, and how human behavior works, hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more wisdom coming your way. And I'll leave you with this question. Which ancient philosophy do you feel fits your personality best? Stoicism, Buddhism, or Daoism? I can't wait to read your answers.